Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, where it's finally time to end this map. A little bit of a chomp on our enemy. We've got all the treasures just about. And we've leveled up a ton in doing so, as Nyla finishes the job. To protect her dear Rafiel. En route, Oliver's troops, with Oliver having joined us. Well, another storm weathered. It's late. Everyone try to get some sleep and be ready for tomorrow. Wiped out! Not a man left standing. I think I'll find there's one. It must be the will of the goddess! You are... Rafiel? How? You're still alive! I'm so glad you're safe. I have nothing to say to you. So, you know then. What we did was unforgivable. I was against it from the beginning. I argued with the others time and again. What's the use? It doesn't matter what I say now. Rafiel, despite everything, I'm very happy to see that you're alive. But I beg of you, stay away from the capital. You must not anger the goddess. I've seen that man before. He's a pretty influential senator, isn't he? His name is Hetzel, Duke of Asmin. I owe my life to him. Ike, I'm sorry, but can we talk later? Rafiel needs to rest. Yes, of course. So, why are you guys here anyway? You won't believe me, but it came to me in a dream, Ike. A dream? Yeah, shortly after that light turned everyone to stone, I had a really strange dream. I don't remember it very well, but it was like there was a voice in my head, whispering encouragement. When I woke up, I knew what I had to do. I knew that everyone who hadn't been petrified was heading to the Tower of Guidance, and from there we'd all be saved. I had the same dream. I thought this must be a divine revelation, so we left the desert to make for the tower. Sounds like more of Yune's handiwork. Agreed. This is her way of gathering able bodies. I suppose the goddess of chaos will do things her own way. Yune? Isn't that the dark goddess I keep hearing about? Should I even be listening to her? I can't really put it into words, but I can feel it inside. Listening to her is the right thing to do. I guess it's a lot like the dream you described. We Lagoos are pretty intuitive. I feel it in my blood that Yune is the goddess of our ancestors. Alright, that makes it a little easier to come to grips with. Are you feeling any better? Yes, much. Sorry if I worried you. That was quite a shock. No problem. Can we talk about it? I'd like to know about you and that man. Yes, Hetzel. It was some time ago now. A little while before the Serranis massacre. I was alone outside of the forest. There I was found and captured by Bayok slave traders. The slavers sold me at auction, and the winner was Lord Hetzel. I didn't know until later, but the bidding for me among the senators was extremely competitive. Lord Hetzel actually spent much of his fortune on my purchase. After he took me home, I felt deathly ill, mostly just from desperation. Lord Hetzel was deeply moved by my plight. He brought me to a temple and spent many days nursing me back to health. I have no doubt that he saved my life, but my wings never fully recovered. I haven't been able to fly since. Lord Hetzel felt terrible. Do you know what he told me? He said, once you fully recover, you can return to the forest. Members of the Heron clan, we can look inside people's hearts. I knew the truth of what Lord Hetzel said. He was being absolutely honest. I knew I could trust him from that moment on. Then, the Serranis massacre. I didn't need to be told. I would have felt the suffering of that many of my brethren from anywhere in the world. Lord Hetzel never said anything, but I knew that the senators had murdered the apostle and blamed my clan. Because of the monstrous ambition of a handful of evil men, my entire race was burned to ash. Rafiel. Late that night, I returned to the temple. Something happened to me there. Some sort of force took hold of me. The next thing I knew, I was lying in the sand. If Queen Nyla hadn't come, I would have died right there. I didn't even realize how far I was from my dear home. So, Duke Hetzel is both your savior and your enemy. Hetzel was not directly involved, nor did he give orders to those who were. Something about him still troubles me though. Whenever I think of him, I feel chaos boiling up from his heart. I sense it in myself as well. I have the same feelings welling up in me. I suppose that's why I can accept it in him. Your people, the remaining Heron tribe, they've also changed. King Tiban has said many times that Rayson and Leon are far from typical Herons. Yes, I was surprised when we met again. They're both so strong, and vitality seems to shine forth from within them. It makes you wonder if chaos is really all bad, doesn't it? I am starting to think that what the world needs is a balance between order and chaos. What do you think? I don't know. I think there are some things we're not meant to understand. So with that, we move ever further forward. And back to the Hawk Army.
Tibarn's group passes quickly through Salmo, drawing steadily closer to the Imperial capital. The hardships of the journey lead the group to overcome their racial differences and form bonds of friendship and trust. However, Almeida, the Queen Mother of Dayan, remains alone and aloof, lost in thoughts of her own.
Ever worrying that, Almeida, as Chapter 5, Unforgivable Sin, begins. Hopefully this isn't due to the death of her son. I hope Lady Almeida is alright. How is she doing? Rayson's song seems to have calmed her for now. I see. At first I doubted her claim that she was the daughter of that useless old lizard. But even I had trouble holding her down. Me! She's no ordinary Beorc woman, that's for sure. I agree. Lady Almeida and Prince Kefnaga share a striking resemblance as well. Not just their faces, but their mannerisms too. Is that how Beorcs spot blood relations? We Laguz use scent mainly. Speaking of which, something has been bothering me about Almeida. She has no distinct scent. It's as if she is neither Beorc nor Laguz. She actually told me something that I wanted to ask you about. She said that she lost her power when she became pregnant with King Peleus. So the ancient songs are true. What songs would those be? It is said that the goddesses forbid Laguz and Beorc to procreate. If a couple breaks the taboo, the punishment is dealt to the Laguz parent. She or he loses the power of the Laguz and becomes something that does not belong to either species. Did you hear something? Who goes there? King Tiban? If the songs are indeed true, then it is my duty to keep the Honourable Hawk King from being alone with my bewitching queen. Do you not agree, your majesty? Who? My apologies for the lateness of the hour. Proper social graces are most difficult to observe in wartime. Bastian! I have been absent for a long time, your majesty. I apologise again from the deepest place in my heart. Oh, you were alright. How I worried for your safety. Sorry to interrupt this tender reunion scene, but where on Teles have you been, Lord Jester? What have you been doing up till now? Come on, I'm listening. Out with it. I suppose one as swift as our King of the Skies is unlikely to count patience as one of his virtues. Fear not, I shall tell you everything. But first, I must ask you both to step away from other ears. And would it be possible to rouse the prince with the elegant white wings? Are you asking me to get racing? Fine. But do me a favor and talk like a normal person, would you? It's a terrible habit of yours, Bastian. I've never known anyone who talked so much but said so little. Ah, my dear beloved Lucia! It pains me to imagine your piteous tears during those cold, lonely nights without me. Be of good cheer, little one. This day you may weep tears of joy in my loving embrace. Ever the optimist, eh, Bastian? Geoffrey? Is that you? It is. Geoffrey! You're safe too! Queen Olyncia, I swear that I shall never ever leave your side again. Oh, I'm so glad. Hello. I have told you not to sneak up on me, Volke. Your Majesty, this is Volke, a spy and fireman in Count Bastian's employ. Fireman indeed. He was working for Ike during the Mad King's War. Perhaps you remember... Our captive has disappeared. He has been gone for approximately half an hour. He escaped? No! We must find him! Here is your next assignment. Find the escaped prisoner immediately! 2,000 gold. That will be fine. Make it quick. Understood. This is very rude of me after I was the one who asked you here, but we have an emergency. Would you all gather here again once we capture the escapee? That's fine. I'm not very fond of the dark anyway. We'll gather later. Geoffrey, give me a hand, would you? I would like to take him to the carriage. Lucia, do you know who that man in the black cape is? I was curious too. It's no use asking though. Neither Bastian nor my brother would say anything. Even Geoffrey? I didn't think he ever kept secrets. A mysterious escaped prisoner. A man shrouded in black. It's a big night for secrets, isn't it? Well, with more people joining the ensemble, have they actually joined fully? Bastian and Geoffrey are now part of the crew. Of course, Geoffrey was ready to promote with the Master Crown there, so it's kind of something we may as well do. Plus Archsage Bastian. He's quite nicely leveled himself, to be honest. And he has staves as a healing option as well. Quite a handy friend to have around with us, isn't it? What is our award experience now? Ridiculous amounts. I mean, we can do any Lagoos up as we want to. Right then, market. We might need to buy some more stuff. We have some stuff in the convoy we can sell now as well. No, I don't want to sell Mia's weapons. That's a bit rude. Right then, down, down, down. Skippy game. We should have 1 billion gems here. Well, that will do us for quite a lot of funds right now. And we only have two, we have 2 Master Crowns, one in Convoy and one elsewhere. So to be honest then, let us create Geoffrey's promotion time, I think. May as well once you're level 20 already, after all. We've got a gold knight, we've got a silver knight. What does that make you? A silver knight as well, I imagine? Due to your lance standings? Or maybe something else entirely. Bronze knight! Platinum knight! Platinum knight. I'm gonna go with platinum knight. That sounds like something for a royal retainer. Silver knight. Okay. Boring. All the same, he's got as much strength and defense as Oscar. We'll fix Oscar, it's fine. The thing is, he doesn't have all the other stats that Oscar has. A pretty strong person either way, wouldn't you say? And is it bows you can use extra? Yes, you can use bows as well. So we may as well take one, because I'm pretty sure we have a few in there. Right then, apart from that, Volke hasn't joined us, which is saddening. I'm much sad about the scenario. And we have some sorting of things we need to do, but we have info here. One message. Innocent. Let's have a look. The kid's still alive? Oh, Queen Alicia. Amy, you're safe. Oh, I'm so glad. It's so good to see you. I came here with General Geoffrey. With Geoffrey? I was outside on the day when the bright light engulfed everything. At first, I thought the time had stopped. Then I realized the time was normal, but everyone around me had been turned to stone. How did Amy not get turned to stone then? I rode around the city to investigate, and I found this little girl crying in Khalil's bar. Did you find anyone else? What about Largo? No. How tragic. How am I going to tell Khalil? Mummy is here? I want to see my mummy! Yes, she is here. Amy? Lucia? I'm a bit weirded out by this conversation going at the moment, because obviously Largo's turned to stone now, so she got to see her dad turn to stone, which is horrible. And I'm wondering if Largo did something to be able to make it so that she didn't turn to stone, because of course she isn't exactly powerful to stop that happening. Yes, Your Majesty? Amy, do you want to see your mummy? Here, take my hand. We'll go together. Yay! I can't wait to see her! How unusual. I can't believe a small child like that has been saved from petrification. Isn't she the first? King Tiban, Prince Rayson. I assumed that only the people with a certain amount of power were safe from petrification, but I guess wrong. I'm wondering if there are even rules at all. Mummy! Amy, you're safe! Thank goodness, I'm so glad! Mummy! Daddy couldn't move. He wouldn't say anything. There. It'll be alright. Mummy will take care of Daddy. Mummy and Queen Alicia are going to save all the people who can't move. Everything will be alright, and Daddy will be back soon. I promise. Alright. I do wonder if it was something like that, or a magical charm, or something! The power of love! In your heart, as Ike gets bonus MVP again. And of course, we know that Mia's gonna go on another tear after all. Just waiting, raring to go. Still needs to cap speed and skill though. You'd have thought she'd have done that by now. Well, that seems to be the 4 that she's going to cap, if anything. Har is at level 6. And Jill has already capped Mag, because the important things in life. Jill could be our perfect character. Neff's still lacking in defense, but she could catch it up. So essentially, the main thing we need to do at the moment is replace a couple of skills here. More to the point, now that we have Geoffrey, who has a Paragon. Because we wouldn't replace, you know, Oscar or Titania with Geoffrey. We like them a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to remove Mercy. Assign Paragon. And let our Queen go on a bit of a tear, probably. Rayson's leveling up fine. Does anyone else have... Who did we give... Does anyone have it in here? These are the questions. I need to sort some stuff out. Does anyone else have Paragon in the troop, or is that our only Paragon in the group? Apart from that, we can check some support, see who we can support with in the end. Seems Neff can now support over there, but is supporting Rayson currently. Well, I need to sort this all out, so I'll ask you to join me next episode. Is there anything nice in the shops? Ooh, a bird foe. That could be quite interesting. Let's get that. That must be good for someone. Let's give it to Tibard, because that makes tons of sense. And I'll see you next episode as we sort things out a bit more. Bye-bye.